Greetings all, it's Blue Knight, and welcome to my next series, one that I've been dying to do for a while now. A few years ago, I did a Let's Play on the very first Zelda game I ever played, Skyward Sword. I was very nervous commentating during those days because I didn't tackle anything as long as that up until then. After that project wrapped up, I felt a lot more comfortable in commentating, and the years following, I've grown very confident in that skill while producing LPs. So much so that I feel it's high time to step back into this legendary franchise with a game that came out before Skyward Sword even existed. It received a stellar reception for its E3 reveal, and then mixed feedback upon release, but gained a lot of popularity since then and even got a re-release. This is the tale of light and shadow intertwined. Welcome to The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess in HD. And might I say, this looks very fantastic in high def. I mean, my god, the visuals already look stunning, and this is just the intro. Also, the intro itself is just really cool overall, especially when they added in that little bit with the wolf howl at the end. It's so good. So, since this is the Wii U edition, you can choose from one of two options, either the gamepad or the Pro Controller. You can manage well with the latter, but I'm gonna stick with the Wii U gamepad because it does have a few nifty functions that will help you through the game if you're having a little trouble with like item usage for the most part. It also has some stuff to do with like look at your map, but we'll get to that once we actually start the game itself. By default, you'll get to be named Link, but of course, since it's a Zelda game, you can name yourself anything you want. For the sake of immersion, I'm sticking with the default. And also, minor spoilers here, you also get to name your horse, which traditionally is a Epona. Like with Link, you can name it anything you want, but I am sticking with immersion like I mentioned before, so we'll stick with Epona as well. And since I'm playing the Wii U edition, you can start the game in normal mode, but there is the option of going to hero mode as well. In this mode, the damage you take will be doubled and no hearts will drop for advanced players only. The world will be mirrored like it was back in the Wii edition. But if you're going for normal, which is what we'll be doing, you'll be sticking with the original version of how the world looks. And that's what we'll be doing. So let's get started. Tell me, do you ever feel such a strange sadness as dusk falls? They say it's the only time when our world intersects with theirs. The only time we can feel the lingering regrets of spirits who have left our world. That is why loneliness always pervades the hour of twilight. But enough talk of sadness. I have a favor to ask of you, Lake. I was supposed to deliver something to the royal family of Hyrule the day after tomorrow. Yes, it was a task set to me by the mayor, but would you go in my stead? You have never been to Hyrule, right? In the kingdom of Hyrule, there is a great castle, and around it is Castletown, a community far bigger than our little village. And far bigger than Hyrule is the rest of the world the gods created. You should look upon it all with your own eyes. It's getting late. We should head back to the village. I will talk to the mayor about this matter. Hey, Link! You there? Hey, you might help me get the herd the goats? They ain't listened to me lately. Hey, where's Epona? I see how it is, game. Already teased me with having Epona in the cutscene and then just having her get taken away like that. Well, I guess it'll be a while for us before we actually get to ride Epona ourselves. I want to make a slight note here that this is actually my first time playing with the HD edition of this game, and might I say already, the graphics look very, very incredible. Like, my goodness, I didn't think this game would look this gorgeous. I mean, did you see that sunset during one of those shots? That was absolutely breathtaking, to say the very least. So a lot of these cutscenes I will be seeing for the first time in high definition, but rest assured this will be a regular 100% playthrough. I have played this game before, I have rounded out all that preparation and stuff, so I do know this game. It's just that I'm going to be seeing it in a higher quality point of view than I usually would. Come on now, hurry up and bring Epona with you. Do I have to get Epona? Alright, I guess so. So standard fare with Zelda here, at least with Zelda controls. You can hit A while running to do a little roll. You can roll the trees, roll the walls, the usual stuff that you would make Link do. Also, you can move around the left stick. You can target with ZL and make Link jump in the direction that you want by just going in that direction and pressing A. It'll be useful for combat, which we'll get to at some point. And by hitting the down button on the D-pad, this will bring us to our inventory menu, more or less. We do have kind of a pause menu, I think, with the start button, but really this is going to be your quote-unquote pause menu, your main one. This is this is where you can check your wallet, your save game, as well as your options menu. Normal fare. Oh, that just paused the game. I hit start. All right, whatever. I didn't think that would happen, to be honest. So we'll just, I guess, go find a Epona like that guy said. We can pick up stuff by going near it and pressing A. This is how we can get rupees. Of course, rupee being the currency of the Zelda world, as I'm sure a lot of you, or all of you should know if you played a Zelda game in your life. So let's go around here and pick up more of these rocks, just under some more rupees, just to be prepared for the inevitability of what we could go enter a shop and see if we can buy anything outright. Best to be prepared before we encounter anything too hazardous or something that's just like a really minor but annoying nuisance in our way. I just like be prepared, that's what I'm trying to say. And again, this view, man. Really, I just can't get over just like the shading and the lighting of this HD port so far. It's really impressing me. Oh, hi, Lake. I watched a Epona for you. It's awfully nice of her. Despite her kidnapping my horse. You don't want to ride my horse. But at least you get to see Epona very quickly. She works really hard, so I thought she deserved a treat. Oh, but listen, Lake, could you do something for me? Could you use a piece of grass to play that song for me? You know, the one that Epona likes? Well, I guess I'll do that because I actually like the song that does play when you're horse grass. So whenever you want to summon Epona, just go to your horse grass like that and press A. And you should recognize that tune. Of course, that is Epona's song from Ocarina of Time. In case you don't know anything about Twilight Princess, this game borrows a lot of elements from Ocarina of Time. Perhaps too much, depending on who you ask. I'll get to what my opinions are about that another time. It's way too early to get into such a thing. That being said, a Epona song is a nice melody, as this girl is saying. Well, she's all pretty up now, so I suppose you can write her back, but don't make her do too much, okay? I suppose we will do just that. After all, Epona is our lovely steed and companion. The last we want to do is have her do anything strenuous. Besides, we're gonna need her to go hurt those ghosts that guy wants us to do anyways. So I can do it on foot. So we can make Epona run faster by hitting A. That's what those spurs indicated were. But we're not gonna do that right now. Because we're now in Ordered Village. AKA our home. We'll try to go a little slowly just to speak to some of the other villagers here. See what they have to say. Kinda gonna be tough to do because, well, we're riding a horse after all. And making the break isn't the easiest thing to do. You can't talk to people while on Epona by going with ZL or holding ZL and pressing A when you're near someone like that. If it is a young lake, are you gonna close down the ranch for the day? I just closed the shop myself. I'm sure you know all about the mischievous monkeys that have been coming to the village lately. Those things worry me a bit. We better lock up tight here. I couldn't stand to have any more goods stolen. Can't trust that good-for-nothing husband to do anything right. Come on, Dad. You can catch a silly little monkey. Uh, well, no. No, I can't. Yikes, being called out. In front of me, no less. What's this, Babylon? I didn't mean to keep you. Alright, not to work with you. I want to see what the girl has to say first. Never mind. I'll have a good time at work, like, okay, at least she said something different. And be careful out there. What's the worst that could happen? They're gonna ram me off my horse? I like to see those girls try. And they just say the same thing. Figures. Never hurts to check on them though. Just for the heck of it. Let's speak to this little guy here. Ah, hi Link. I'm making you a fishing rod, you know? All I have to do is paint it, so get ready for fishing. That's nice. So we gain something very soon. Okay, talk to the other girl. I don't want to get off a Poda. Well, want to talk to someone else. Well, I didn't mean to do that, Epona. Well, you can make Epona turn around like that by holding down the left stick. So if you want to make it do a quick U-turn, just keep that in mind. Evening Link, it's a lovely sunset, is it not? I agree, it really is, especially with this quality. Kind of need to spend time with my husband, he gives me time for myself. Need to go put the last stuff to bed now? Yep, I sure do. Before we do that though, let's speak to the guy that's wielding that sword. He was the guy that we were in that beginning cutscene with. There's something I forgot to tell you. My son calls me a fishing rod. Yeah, I know about that. You fish it today, so you can come get the house tomorrow. Alright. Keep that in mind. And we'll speak to this guy here. Oh, Link. Looks like you're gonna help Fado. Good job. You head up the ranch ahead of you. You go finish up your chores before the sun goes down. Alright, so we'll just head on to the ranch with Epona helping us get there and hurt those goats. Not really much to go on here. It's just your regular run-of-the-mill ranch. Sorry to get you over here in such a hurry, Lake. These guys have been awful skittish lately. They won't listen to a word I say. Sorry to ask, bud, but how about you and Epona herd them real quick into the barn? We got much time, so they can do it for me? Absolutely. Much obliged there, bud. Okay, then go on and hurt all those little scats in the bottom over there. So just hit A when you're near a goat. Whoop it to the direction that you want to go. And then go into the barn. And yes, that prompt's gonna come up every time you do herd of goats in. And I didn't mean to say that because the prompt came up, that's literally what it is. That guy was really easy to do though, I didn't have to whoop him at all. Be careful not to call out to the goats too much because they will eventually get mad that you do call on them too often and they will try to ram you off Epona. I don't remember if they take off health from your hearts if you did they do that. But just something to be aware of just in case. It's nothing difficult at all. Just be mindful which direction that you're hurting them. And just hit A every couple seconds, not too fast. That way those ghosts won't get mad and they'll try to ram at you. Goats in. All the goats in. Much obliged to both of y'all. I can cover everything in the bar without having to trouble you, so just sit back and relax, bud. Oh, but how about today? Wanna practice with the fences? Just wait a spell, bud. I'll get those fences set up. Ooh, sorry it took so long. It only took just one simple fade to black transition, but you know how it is. Write all you want. Y'all get tired around, just jump the gate and head back to the village, okay, bud? So pretty simple, just hit A to boost with Epona, and that'll make it go a little faster for a few seconds. Be sure to aim straight when you want to jump over a fence, otherwise if you try to do it while turning like so... Oh, that does work! Maybe it's because I'm thinking of Ocarina of Time, but I always try to go straight when I'm boosting into a fence like that, just to increase my chances of jumping over a fence like so. Now, I want to dismount Epona for a moment here, because I never checked inside the barn. Nothing out of the ordinary here, can't interact with the goats at all, but it's nice to know that they're all in their pens for the day. So I guess all I have to do is to jump the fence and head on back to the village. The night sky though, again, very pretty. I'll make a quick save here and get maybe one more cutscene in before we do stop for today. Save your progress, just press down to access the save game option like I already demonstrated. We already know about that. And it's already a brand new day for Ornate Village. Hey, wake up, Link! It's morning already! Ah, I guess that's one way to wake me up. That's not a really good way to get woken up, though. I'd rather take a bird spitting a letter to my face any day of the week. That was way more peaceful. At least it shows that since I'm using the gamepad, you will have the ability to use the gyro sensor of it. That's how I'm moving it around freely right now. You can manually use the right stick to move the camera around as well. I think yeah, with the left stick too. So if your alignment gets out of order, you can use the sticks to realign yourself for better aiming. But mostly, stick with the gyro. It's much more efficient that way. You can see everything around here like the kids, Epona, and just our front yard in general. Nothing too important to demonstrate about that. Just to show you that you have first-person control, which I don't think I demonstrated yet. No, not with that. Yeah, with R3, just click the right stick on the gamepad, or guess with the Pro Controller too, and you'll go to first-person mode. As well as hitting up on the D-pad, you get to bring up the map. You'll also get the map demonstrated on your gamepad, so you'll be able to get access to that whenever you want. I'll zoom in and out. You'll have a mini-map option on your gamepad, So you'll have a chance to always look at your map no matter what mode that you're in. That way you have some help to navigate, even though there is a map in the bottom left corner still. You got plenty of options to help you for navigation, which is pretty nice. Also, I want to take some time to look at Link's attire for a moment. I like the green sleeve on the left. It's almost like a little homage to the classic tunic that Link always wears. But this outfit, for the most part, it looks really cozy. It looks really, I guess, country for the most part. I'm just thinking it looks really comfy. And I wish you had the option to wear that more often. You really don't. After a while, it goes away and you never get to wear it again, which is really sad. I hope that, like in Hero Mode for Wind Waker, you were able to wear your home garb when you're playing in that mode. I kind of wish they transferred that into Twilight Princess, but sadly, that's not the case. We'll have to lift this up while it lasts. So I guess we'll go down here and talk to these brats some more. Oh, Link, did you hear? There's someone a slingshot in the store right now. A slingshot! Wonder how powerful it is. I must try it. Tallow, if you and Mallow want it so badly, just buy it at my parents' shop. Did you see any rupees in my hand? I can't afford that thing. Come on, Beth. Can't you just loan them to us for a while? You know I get in trouble for that. If you two want it, save up your allowances or something. But our allowances are terrible. I wish I was born to a family with a slingshot instead of one with a water wheel. So you may know the baby here. He might be the most recognizable of the three children. Chances are you're not gonna remember these two kids at all. They're pretty forgetful, if I do say so myself. Yeah, you can't do that. Let's just treat families, okay? Oh, that little kid, he doesn't know how life and the world works yet, but give him credit for trying though. Just trade families. Hi, Lake. I finished the fishing rod I was making. I thought I'd give it to you first thing in the morning, but my dad said you just wait until Lake comes to get it. That's why I didn't bring it to you. I see. Your dad's making me have to work for it, even though I heard it the goat said yesterday. Man, it's just one thing after another with these people, I swear. Okay, all joking aside, I am looking forward to give that slingshot, well, that too, but also that fishing rod. I just want to say that this kid in particular, he's pretty well known in the Twilight Princess fandom. As a matter of fact, from what I read up, he was one of the most popular characters among the dev staff. The more you play the game and you more get to interact with that little guy, it's gonna be pretty apparent why he is so memorable to begin with. But I think that's all we're gonna do for now. We got a little ways in, but it's gonna be a while before the game really picks up. So for the time being, we'll continue to live on our cozy life in Order Village and see what happens next. So next time, we're gonna do just that. Continue to live our village life, as well as make preparations for our upcoming trip to Hyrule Castle. I've been waiting to do this game for a long time, and I'm so glad that I got my hands on the HD edition. So I'm looking forward to see how the rest of the cutscenes play out. If what we see so far is any indication, the rest of this game is probably gonna look very gorgeous. Until we meet again, farewell for now.